Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Aska, and in today's tutorial we're going to learn how to crochet this ruffle hat. So we're going to learn how to blend these two colors to bring out this exact look, and also you're going to learn how to attach an elastic band. So if you are new here, please subscribe and click the notification bell so that you don't miss out every time we post a video. So without saying much, let's get started. These are the materials that you're going to need. You'll need a 4.5mm crochet hook, a darning needle, some few stitch markers. You'll need an elastic band, a pair of scissors. You're going to need a tape measure, and also you're going to need yarn. So for the yarn, I'm going to use this robin. It's a fingering weight yarn and it's a Kenyan brand. It's also 100% acrylic. I'm going to use purple as the major color, and you're going to decorate it with the white. So since it's a fingering weight yarn, you're going to double the strand, okay? But I would recommend you use any other medium weight yarn, single strand. So let us start. So we're going to start by making a magic ring. So go ahead and make a simple knot, just like that. And you're going to hold it this way. Then insert your hook, and you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. That doesn't count as a stitch. Now you're going to place 12 double crochets into the ring. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop that way, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So that is a double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So that is how you make a double crochet. So you're going to place 12 double crochets into the ring. So right now I have placed 2. So I'm going to continue. 3, 4, 5, and 12. Now you have 12 double crochets in the ring. So you're going to tighten the ring. So I'm just going to do this. Pull this end that way. Now you're going to join our row into the first stitch here. Make a slip stitch just like that, and that is the end of the first row. Now you're going to chain 2, and in each stitch you're going to place 2 double crochets. So yarn over into the first stitch, place 2 double crochets like that. Into the next stitch, 2 double crochets. So place 2 double crochets in each stitch all round, and you're going to meet at the end of the row. When you get to the end of the row, you're going to slip stitch to the first stitch here, just like that, and that marks the end of the second row. Now let's go to the third row. You're going to chain 2, and into the first stitch you're going to do 2 double crochets. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, and place 2 double crochets there. Into the second stitch you're going to do 1 double crochet. Then into the next one, 2 double crochets. Into the next, 1 double crochet. 2, 1, 2, 1. Then into the next, 2. Then to the next one we place 1. So just going to repeat that, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 all round, and you're going to meet at the end of the row. I'm at the end of the row, so I'm just going to join with a slip stitch to the first stitch that way. And now let's go to the fourth row. So you're going to chain 2, and into the first stitch you're going to do 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Into the next 2 stitches you're going to do 1 double crochet in each, 1, and into the next one place 1. So 2, 1, 1. Into the next you're going to do 2 double crochets. Then into the next 2 you'll place 1 double crochet in each. So 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Then the next one is 2. Then the next is 1, and the next one is 1. So now keep repeating the same pattern all round, 2 1 1 2 1 1, and you're going to meet at the end of the row. I'm done with my 4th row, so I'm going to join it. Now let's go to the 5th row. So you're going to chain 2 as usual. Into the first stitch you're going to do 2 double crochets. Now you're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and to the 3rd one. So 2 1 1 1, then 2 in 1 stitch, then 1 1 and 1 in the 3rd stitch, that way. So the next stitch you're going to do 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, then in the next 3 stitches you're going to do 1 double crochet in each, just like that. So you're placing 2 1 1 1, 2 1 1 1, then 2 1 1 1. Just repeat the same pattern and you're going to meet at the end of the row. Now I'm at the end of the 5th row, so you're going to join the row with a slip stitch. And now let's start the 6th row. So you're going to chain 2. Into the first stitch you're going to do 2 double crochets, then into the next 4 stitches you're going to do 1 double crochet in each. So 1 into the next 1, into the 3rd one, and into the 4th one, that way. Then into the next stitch you're going to do 2 double crochets, then into the next 4 stitches you're going to do 1 double crochet in each. So 1 2 3 and 4 stitches, that way. So 2 1 1 1 1, 2 1 1 1 1. So you place 2 stitches in 1 stitch, then into the next 4 stitches you place 1 double crochet in each. So to the next one you're going to do 2 double crochets, then into the next 4 you're going to do 1 double crochet in each. Into the 2nd one you place 1, into the 3rd one, and into the 4th one. So the next one is 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, just like that. So repeat the same pattern and you're going to meet at the end of the row. Then we can take the measurements after that. Now I'm done with the 6th row, so you're going to join the row and you're going to take the measurements now before we continue. So this measures 5.5 inches. So when you measure on this other side it measures 5.5 inches. Okay, so from here we are not going to do any more increases. So let's go to the next row. So on the next row, on the 7th row, we are going to switch the color to white. So I'm just going to undo the slip stitch that I did here, that way, and you're going to make the slip stitch with the next color. So insert your hook and you're going to pick the next color, which is white, and you're going to join, make a slip stitch with it, that way, and your next color is joined. So don't cut the purple, let's just continue with the white. So now you're going to chain 2, and on this row you're not going to do any increase, so you're just going to do 1 double crochet all round. So in each stitch place 1 double crochet, so you should have 72 stitches all round at the end of this row. No increase on the 7th row, that way. So place 1 double crochet all round in each stitch and you're going to meet at the end of the row. Now I'm done with my 7th row, so my work is starting to curve, as you can see. So now let's go to the next row, and on my next row I'm going to switch back to purple. So you're going to do the slip stitch with the purple color. So insert your hook and you're going to pick the purple from behind here. So make your slip stitch with the purple color, just like that. And now you're going to chain 2 and repeat what you did on the 7th row. place one double crochet in each stitch all round, and you're going to meet at the end of the row. Now I'm at the end of the row, so I'm going to join it with the white color, make my slip stitch with the white color. So just pick it from behind, and you're going to finish the row with it that way. Then you're going to chain 2 and repeat what you did on the 7th row. Place one double crochet in each stitch all round, and when you get to the end, you're going to switch back to the purple, and now you're going to continue with the purple until you have 16 rows or 15 rows in total. Then you're going to take the measurements. Okay, so after this row, you're going to cut the white color and just continue with the purple up to the end, and you're going to meet after that. Now I'm done working on the rows that I needed, so I made 16 rows in total. So let's take the measurements and see. So in height it measures almost 7 inches, 6.75 inches there. Okay, and in width it measures 8.5 inches when it's not stretched. Okay, now let's go ahead to the next step. So I'm going to attach my elastic band now. You can go ahead and make the ruffles, then attach it later, but I prefer to attach it now because it's easier that way than attaching it after you've made all the ruffles. Okay, so the elastic band measures 17 inches when it's not stretched. So when you stretch it, it's going to go up to 21, 22, even 23, but don't overstretch your work. Okay, it should just stretch up to 21 inches. Don't overstretch your work. So before you start, you're going to join the 2 ends, and I'm going to use this small needle . Now I've attached the 2 ends together, so let's go ahead and attach it, but it's optional. You can attach it right now, or you can make the ruffles then attach it later, but attaching it right now is way easier than attaching it after you've made the ruffles. So you're going to chain 1, and you're not going to work on these loops, you're going to work on the 3rd loop at the back of your work at this point. Okay, those stitches. So let's go ahead and start. So you're going to insert it to the first one, which is this one, and insert it from the back that way. Then you're going to place your elastic band this way, pull up a loop, and you're going to make a single crochet like that. Then you go to the second one, this stitch. So you're going to insert it from the back that way, and you're going to make your single crochet. So you're going to place 2 single crochets like that. So make sure the elastic band goes in between the stitches. So I'm just going to continue for some few stitches so that you can be sure of what you are doing, then you can continue from there. And I'm placing 2 single crochets in each stitch. So you still have your stitches here, the ones that you're going to work when making the ruffles. These are the stitches that you're going to work for the ruffles. Okay, Now let me continue for some few stitches, then you can just continue up to the end. And if you find this hard, you can just make your ruffles and attach your elastic band later. But to me, I prefer this. I prefer attaching it at this point before I start the ruffles. Now I'm done attaching, so you're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet here, that way, and now you're done attaching the elastic band. So now we can start working on the ruffles. So before you start on the ruffles, you're going to divide the amount of stitches that you have by 6. So we have 72 stitches, so 72 by 6 we get 12. So we are going to do 12 of the purple, then 12 of the white, then 12 purple, just like that all around. So you're going to start with the purple. So I'm going to use the stitch markers to mark. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. On the 12th one, mark the stitch. Then you're going to count 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. On the 12th one, you're going to mark. Then count 12 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So keep counting, and you're going to mark on the 12th stitch. 12. Now I'm done placing my stitch markers, so there's no need to place the last stitch marker here because you're going to start at this point. So let's go ahead and start. So you're going to insert your hook into the first stitch here, and then you're going to take this loop and pull. Then you're going to chain 2, and now we can start. So in that first stitch, you're going to place 3 more double crochets. So 1, 2, 3 into the same stitch. Into the next stitch, you're going to do 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you're going to do 4 double crochets in each stitch all round, but you're going to switch the color as you continue. That way, 4 double crochets in each stitch. So I'm going to work until I get to the stitch marker. Now I'm on the stitch which has the stitch marker, so you're going to remove the stitch marker, and you're going to place 4 double crochets there of the same color. So I have placed 3 double crochets. You're going to do the 4th one, but you're not going to finish the stitch. Okay, so we have 3 double crochets, and the 4th one is halfway done. So you're going to stop using the purple, and you're going to introduce the white. So go ahead and finish your double crochet with the white color, just like that. And as you continue now, you're going to let the purple go underneath the white. So go to the next stitch, which is this one, and place 4 double crochets there, and make sure the purple goes underneath, is in between the stitch, like that. Okay, so place 4 double crochets, 2, 3, and 4. You see my purple is inside the whites, so go to the next one. But before you continue, you're going to place your stitch marker on the first white stitch here. Then you're going to continue. So place 4 double crochets in each stitch and make sure the purple goes in between the white stitches. So I'm going to walk up to my next stitch marker and I'm going to meet you at that point. Now I'm on the stitch which has the stitch marker, so you're going to remove the stitch marker and place your 4 double crochets there. So 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one you're going to do it halfway. Then you're going to pick the purple and just finish your double crochet with it, just like that. Okay, now you're going to replace your stitch marker on the last white stitch there, and now you're going to continue with the purple. So you're going to go to the next stitch with 4 double crochets and make sure your white goes in between the stitch, underneath the stitch. There's no need for you to cut, then you attach it here, then cut, then attach it again. Just make sure it goes underneath. So I'm going to continue with this until the end of the row. So now I'm going to continue up to the next stitch marker, then I change the color to white and replace my stitch marker on the first white stitch. Then continue up to the end of the white, then replace the stitch marker on the last white stitch and just switch the color. So I'm going to continue and you're going to meet at the end of the row at this point. Now I'm at the end of the row and the last color that I'm working with is white. So I'm going to work halfway on the last stitch and leave the white, and I'm going to pick the purple and finish the stitch with it. Then you're going to slip stitch to the first stitch here, that way. Then you can go ahead and cut the white. And you're going to get your stitch marker and place 1 stitch marker on this last white stitch here, that way. On every last white stitch we've marked it. Okay, so this is how your work looks like at this point. So now let's go to the next row. So let me just explain a little bit. So on the next row you're going to work with only purple all round. Then the next one you're going to switch the color, and on the 3rd row the white color will be on this part where we have the purple here, and the purple color will be on the white part. So before we start the next row, I want us to narrow down the amount of stitches in between the stitch markers. Okay, so you're going to count 8 stitches and mark that stitch. So let me go ahead and do 1. So the stitch marker was here, so you're going to count towards the purple color, because the white color on the 3rd row will be on this part where we have the purple right now. So let me count 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th one, place your stitch marker, and also take this other one and count 8 towards the purple color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. Go to the next one, the next purple, remove the stitch marker and count 8 stitches towards the purple color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Place your stitch marker, count on this other side. This is the end of the row, so just remove the stitch marker and count towards the purple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the 8th one you're going to replace your stitch marker. So I'm just going to do this all round. I'm done shifting my stitch markers. and this is how it looks like. Now let us start the next row. Okay, so if you don't move the stitch markers, the white color on the last row will be too big, and you want just a small piece of white. Okay, so let us start the next row, the second row of the ruffles. So you're going to chain 2, and in each stitch you're going to do 3 double crochets, even on the whites, and you're going to use the purple color all round. So place 2 double crochets on the first stitch and 3 double crochets on the remaining stitches. 3 double crochets in each stitch, including the white stitches. So I'm just going to work up to the stitch marker, then show you what to do when you get to the stitch marker. I'm almost getting to the stitch marker. So when you get to the stitch marker, nothing actually happens there. You just remove the stitch marker. Let me show you. You remove the stitch marker and work on that stitch, placing 3 double crochets, and on the first double crochet you're going to replace your stitch marker, then you add 2 more double crochets that way, then work 3 double crochets in each stitch up to the next stitch marker. I'm almost getting to my next stitch marker. So when you get to the stitch marker, you remove it, place 1 double crochet there, and replace your stitch marker on that stitch. Then you're going to add 2 more double crochets, and now this is how you're going to replace your stitch marker every time you work on the stitch which has the stitch marker. Okay, and also you're going to work on the white stitches. Don't switch the color. On this row you are doing only purple. When you get to the white stitches, you're also going to work on them, placing 3 double crochets in each stitch, just like that. And now you're going to continue with this all round, and you're going to meet at the end of the row. So when you get to the stitch marker, place 1 double crochet, replace your stitch marker, and place the extra 2 stitches and work all down, and you're going to meet at the end of the row. Now I'm done with my second row, and this is how it looks like. Okay, now let's go to the third row, the third and the last row. So on this last row you're going to switch between white and purple color. Okay, so let us start the next row. You're going to chain 2, and the white color we are going to place it in between the stitch markers on the part where we don't have any white. So on this part where we have the white, you're going to place the purple on top. On this part where we don't have any white, you're going to place the white on top. So I'm starting from here. I'm going to work up to my first stitch marker, then I'll switch to white. So you're going to chain 2, and in each stitch you're going to place 2 double crochets. So place 2 double crochets in each stitch until you get to your first stitch marker. So at the bottom here we don't have any white, so you're going to switch to white. So before you switch to the next color, you're going to undo the last stitch before you switch the color, and you're going to finish the double crochet with the next color. So I'm finishing this double crochet with the white color, and that is how you attach the next color. Now I'm going to continue with the white up to my next stitch marker, up to this point, and I'm just going to do 2 double crochets in each. And also let your purple color go underneath the whites. That way. So I'm going to continue up to my next stitch marker, then you're going to meet at that point. Just 2 double crochets in each stitch. Now I'm on my next stitch marker. So you're going to remove the stitch marker, and when you remove it now, you're not going to replace it again because you are done with it. So from this point to our next stitch marker, because in here we are going to do the purple color, so from this point to the next stitch marker is a long way, so we are going to cut the white. We'll reattach it when you get to the next stitch marker. So you're going to pick your purple from beneath, and you're going to finish your double crochet like that. Then you're going to continue 2 double crochets in each stitch until you get to the next stitch marker, where you're going to remove it, and just repeat what you did here. You're going to work with the white color and let the purple go underneath, and when you get to the end of the stitch marker, you'll cut the white color and you'll reattach it on your next and you need to change to the white color. Okay, so continue, and you're going to meet at the end of the row. Now I'm done working on my ruffle hat, and this is how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. So I went ahead and arranged it to look this way. You can do that as well. You just arrange it this way, but it's optional. You can leave it just the way it is. So we are done. So if you are not placed your elastic band, you can go ahead and do so, but you now see the reason why I told you that it's better to place it before we start the ruffles, because right now there are a lot of ruffles here and it's not so easy to attach it. Okay, so that is it, guys. Right now you're going to remove all the loose ends and you're done. So thank you so much for watching, and if you're new here, please subscribe and click the notification bell so that you get notified when I post a new video. So that is it, guys. See you.